morning, children. How are you all? I hope you are all keeping well by the grace of God, studying, working hard at home. So we have completed the lesson Bipin Chowdhury's Lapse of Memory, is not? So today we will do a little bit of the comprehension. I hope you have read the lessons and you are able to do the comprehensions. Are you? Okay. Take the page number, comprehension passage, page number 62. Let us begin with the first part of the comprehensions. What is the question there given? There are 3 questions given for you. Why did the man stare at Bipin Babu's disbelief? Why did the man? Which man? Can you tell me? Parimal Ghosh. Very good. Parimal Ghosh. Okay. Why did the man stare at Bipin Babu's disbelief? Bipin Babu's disbelief. Can you tell me the answer? The man, you should remember. If you know the story, if you have read carefully only, you will be able to answer. There are few people comes with, not only Bipin Chowdhury, there are still more people are there in connection with the story. Okay. So here, the man Parimal Ghosh was taken back when Bipin failed to recognize him. Okay, so he was shocked. Parimal was shocked to see that Bipin could not realize him, and he did not believe that Bipin had a lapse of memory. So Parimal Ghosh could not believe that Bipin have a loss of memory, because he was a good man, hard working, doing the office work and things like that. So for him it was difficult to believe. Is it clear? Now, second one. Where did Bipin Babu say he went in October 1580? Yeah. What can you tell me? Bipin Babu said that he was in Kanpur. In 58 he was in Kanpur. Is it not? He said, when Parimal Ghosh said that he was in Ranchi, Bipin said he was not in Ranchi but he was in Kanpur. Third question. Mention 3 things, 3 or more things that Parimal Ghosh knew about Bipin Babu. Parimal Ghosh knew certain things, very personal things of Bipin. Yes or no? Tell me, can you tell? Anyone to recall? First thing? Yeah. There are so many few things he said, but first thing is another one very important. He's all alone. Okay, that is there. He had a few friends, that is all there. But he said some 3 things. Can you tell me? Yes, Parimal Ghosh when his wife was dead. Then what else? He had his only one brother. He died of what? How did he die? Accident? No, he died as a mental person. It's not. So then what else is? He knew the Bipin Babu and he had no children. So there are so many things. Many things he knew, but very important things he said. His wife died, his brother died, and he had no children. So these are some of the things Parimal Ghosh told to Bipin. Is it clear for you? Now coming to the page number 65, there are few. The second part of your lesson, the comprehensions checker. Page number 62. I will send the note for you. You can copy down. Why did Bipin Babu worry about what Parimal Ghosh had said? Bipin was worried about what Parimal Ghosh said. Why? Bipin was taken aback to hear the intimate details of because Parimal Ghosh said very personal things of Bipin Babu. Then he is telling how he knows all of it. No, that made him to think. That is why he was a bit worried after hearing how he knows my personal things. That wife died, have no children, my brother died, all those things Parimal Ghosh told him. It's not. That made Bipin to rethink. Okay, so the answer is Bipin Babu was taken aback to hear the intimate details about his life from Parimal Ghosh. Okay, there seemed no reason why he should tell a lie. He wondered if he really had forgotten about his visit to Ranchi. So that made, when Parimal Ghosh told the reality, what he shared with him when they were in Ranchi, so that made Bipin to rethink. Okay, he thought, why? He knows why, personal affairs, personal reasons, things, fact. So that made Bipin to rethink. Yes or no? I hope you are reading and understanding. If not, in the answer, if you don't study, if you don't read properly, you will not be able to get an answer like this. Children, I am telling you once again, you will not be getting questions like direct questions, what is there in the exercise. I will be putting questions from the lesson, within the lesson only. Not what I will not give you, but you have to read the lesson, only then you will be able to read, answer the questions. Is it clear? Now, coming to the second question of the page number 65, how did he try to decide who was there, his memory or Parimal Ghosh? How did he try to decide who was right, his memory of Parimal, who Bipin is telling? Okay, how he realizes. Okay, what is the answer you gave? In order to resolve the puzzle about the visit to Ranchi, Bipin Babu decided to contact Dinesh Mukherjee because he did not believe Parimal. So he tried to contact Dinesh Mukherjee. Parimal had said that Mukherjee was also in Ranchi that time. So Parimal told him, not only he, even Mukherjee was there. So Bipin decided to contact Mukherjee and ask whether what Parimal Ghosh said was true. You see how the things are going. Is it clear? Now the third one is, why did Bipin Babu hesitate to visit Mr. Mukherjee? Why did he finally decide to phone to him? What made him? He wanted to go and to see Mukherjee, no? Did he go? He did not go. Then why finally he decided to call him? What is the reason? So that is a question. Bipin Babu hesitated to visit Mukherjee. Why? Thinking that he would be ridiculous if he had really visited Ranchi. Because he did not want to accept even if he is mistaken, he doesn't want to accept his. He feels that ridiculous. They may look down upon him. He doesn't want to get that humiliations, maybe the reason. Then Mukherjee think that it was he would ridiculous and he would really visit Ranchi. Mukherjee would think Bipin had gone mad. Hence Bipin blindly decided to call him. So Bipin thought he may humiliate him. He may think that Bipin had gone mad. So he did not go and meet Mukherjee, but he decided to call him in the phone. Yes or no? I hope you are able to understand. Unless, again I am telling you, unless you read the lesson carefully and properly, you will not be able to answer this kind of questions. Coming to the fourth question, what did Mr. Mukherjee say? Did it comfort Bipin Babu or add to his worries? Question, what did Mukherjee say? Did it comfort Bipin or added his confusion, added his worries? What do you think? Mr. Mukherjee did not reply clearly. Did he give reply clearly? He said that he had been to Ranchi twice. Who? Yeah, Mukherjee said he did not reply him properly, but he said he had been there to Ranchi twice. Who? Mukherjee. Okay, he was not sure about the trip. Bipin Babu exactly wanted to know. So Bipin Babu exactly asking the time, because Mukherjee knew that he had gone twice, but exactly the date of Bepin, he did not know. He did not remember. So he wanted. So it made Bepin Babu more puzzled. He lost his appetite. So made him more irritated or discomfortable. Because first of all he was worried about the command of Ghosh, then Mukherjee and things like that. So he even could not eat food. He could not rest properly. It made him more worried. The answer of Mukherjee, because Mukherjee did not give him exactly the date, because he said twice he went exact date, he doesn't remember. Is it not? So that made Bepin to confuse or still more worry, and he lost his appetite. Appetite means feeling, he lost his hunger and sleep and everything. That means he was more worried about. Is it not? Now coming to the comprehension of third part is page number 68. Look at the question. Who was Chunnilal? Who was Chunnilal? What did he want from Bipin Babu? Yesterday only we just said. Okay, who was Chunnilal? He was one of his old friend. Yes or not? They studied together, classmates. What he wanted to? Yeah. Chunnilal was a friend of Bipin Babu. He wanted a favor from Bipin because he lost his job. So he wanted to get a job. Yesterday, the other day we just new lessons we have heard. So Chunnilal was one of his old friend. They were classmates. But then he wanted to get some help from Bipin Babu. Okay, that was the case. Then, why was Dr. Chandra puzzled? Why was Dr. Chandra puzzled? What was unusual about Bipin Babu's loss of memory? Now you will understand him exactly. Why was Dr. Chandra puzzled? Puzzled means for him it was something funny thing, no? Puzzled. He could not understand what was the real problem with Bipin. Then what he says, what was unusual about Bipin Babu's loss of memory? Yeah, the answer is Dr. Peshwa Chandra was young. He was a young physician. Yes or no? He told that I am only a physician. He cannot deal with, but he can give some help. That is what that. So he was a young physician. He had never dealt a cause of memory loss. He never treated people like this, loss of memory. Then he puzzled. That's why he was puzzled. He was could not know what to do, this kind of things. He gave a suggestion to Bipin to visit Ranchi once again. So that he said he cannot give exactly the treatment. But instead of that, he asked him to go to visit Ranchi once again. Who suggested? The doctor suggested to Bipin. Is it clear for you? Now coming to the last part of your comprehension, page number 70. Had Bipin Babu really lost his memory and forgotten all about a trip to Ranchi? What was the answer? Was it really? Yes? What? The question is, had Bipin Babu really lost his memory and forgotten all about the trip to Ranchi? What is the answer you give? Perhaps not. Perhaps not. He finally recollected his memory and admitted that he had visited Ranchi in 1958. Finally, he recollected and he realized that he had gone to Ranchi in 1958. Okay, the next question is, why do you think Chunnilal did what he did? What did he do? Chunnilal say he has no memory, money. What is that? What is it that he does to have? The question is, why do you think Chunnilal did what he did? Why Chunnilal did what he did? Chunnilal says he has no money. What is it that he does behave? What is that he does have? Can you tell me? Yeah, little reflective question. You have to think why do you think Chunnilal what he did? Okay, then what Chunnilal says, he has no money. What is it that he does have? He did not have money. But what here? So answer is Chunnilal wanted some money from Bipin Babu. Yes or no? His old friend. Chunnilal and Bipin was old friends. He wanted to get some money. Okay. So he went to him for a help that we have seen. Then he assured Bipin that in terms of his great fortune would be paid back. He said, now at present he doesn't have money, he has no job. In his fortune, later when he gets it, he will give it back. That is what. Chunnilal had no money, but he had mind and wit. He had no money, but he had mind and wit how to tackle this particular person. He had no money, but what he had is, he had mind and wit. Wit, what is the meaning of wit? Yeah, fun, the sutram, no? How to, kausalampuram to receive money. Okay, so that is what the comprehension passage. And when you take the page number 70, I have written 70, 72, the exercise part of it, this is to be concluded with the lesson. Okay, now what is the question? The page number 70, coming to the last exercise of the lesson. The author describes Bipin Babu as a serious and hard-working man. Okay, the author says Bipin Babu was a serious and hard-working man. What evidence can you find in the story to support this? To support this statement of the author, what do you find that you can find in the textbook? The question answer is Bipin Babu was a serious and honest hard-working fellow. It is there. And he went to office regularly. He was a hard-working man. Regularly he went to office. He was going to a responsible job. Very good. Then he was not a good mixture. He was not a good mixture, which means he had no friends. He was all alone. Being serious-minded, he didn't waste his time in idle chat. He was very serious about his work, his responsibility, not for chit-chatting, wasting his time. Yes or no? So that is so many things about Bipin, the story narrates. Read carefully and understand. Second question is, why did Bipin Babu change his mind about meeting Chunnilal? What was the result of this meeting? Why did Bipin Babu changed his mind about meeting Bipin Babu? You know, when Chunnilal came, the servant came and reported, yes or no? He did not want to see him. Then why he changed his, as a result what happened? How he met him? That answer is, Bipin Babu first refused to meet Chunnilal. He was in no mood to help Chunnilal out of his trouble. He had no mind of helping him. It's not. But he changed his mind soon. He thought Chunnilal might remember something about his trip to Ranchi in 1958. Okay, he understood Chunnilal needed his help, but he had no intention of helping him. But he was in need. Then he realized Chunnilal may remember the trip to Ranchi, so he comes down. Yes or no? Yes. Then another question. Bipin Babu lost conscience at Hudro Fall. What do you think was the reason for this? Hudro Falls, he was fallen unconscious. It's not. When the second time when he went. So what happened? Bipin Babu might have slipped near Hudro Falls that made him unconscious. He must have fallen down and became unconscious. Okay, this is all reasonable questions. You know, if you know the story, you will be able to give answer for this. The fourth question is, how do you think Bipin Babu reacted when he found out that the Chunnilal had tricked him? Answer is, how did you think Bipin Babu reacted when he found out that Chunnilal had tricked him? How did he trick him? That you should know. Okay, Bipin Babu's first reaction was that he regretted having refused to to help Chunilal. First thing he thought he could have helped Chunilal, but he did not help him. He saw through Chunilal's trick to test him and learned a lesson. So who did the Bipin lose his memory? The question again. So Chunilal tricked to test him that he learned a lesson. Who learned a lesson? Bipin learned a lesson. Because of Chunilal's trick. That is why he said wit. Wit, very cunning way he was trying to test him, trick him. Chunilal. Okay. So that is all about the exercise there. Then again, working with the language, there is a lesson page number 71. The exercise that you do. Look at these two sentences. There are some sentences. He had to buy a lesson, he had to buy at least 5 books to last him through that week, the week. Who? Bipin Babu was buying every week 5 books, I said. That was, he was reading the book. He had no friends. His books were the friends, yes or no? He was a man of seriousness. He never wasted his time chit-chatting. He had no good friends. No, many friends. And his friends were the books. It's not. So here, he had to buy, remember. Had to buy means it is compulsory, it is necessary. Because otherwise he is not happy. So, you understand the sentence. He had to buy. So, he had to buy. He had to buy. Had to. Hey, it's compulsory he had to buy. He had to buy at least. He had to buy at least how many books? 5 books. He had to buy at least 5 books to last him. The week. The sentence is, he had to buy, compulsory it was, unless he is not happy. Okay, so it says like the something which he had to, which means without that he cannot. That is the meaning of that. He had to buy at least 5 books. Okay, in order to support through, last through books. What is that? At least 5 books. To last him through the week. Last him through the week. Last him through the week. That means the whole week compulsory he had to buy 5 books. Without that he cannot. That is the meaning. Must. That is the had to means must. He must buy. So not because whole 1 week for him 5 book is compulsory, otherwise he cannot. That is the meaning there. Okay. Now the second sentence, one is there. Bipin had to ask Chunni to leave. Bipin had to ask Chunni to leave. Had to is used to show that it was very important or very necessary for Bipin Babu to do something. You understand? Had to, this is a grammar pattern. Had to means compulsory he had to. That is the meaning of that. Okay. So here, compulsory he had to Bipin to do something. He had no choice other than that. He had to buy book. There is no other choice to spend his time. Big means compulsorily he wants it. Okay. We can also use have to, had to in the same way. Have to or had to. It is a compulsory. Compulsory he needs. Without that he cannot. He had to buy at least 5 books to last him through the week. The one every week. Must. So it is very hard to means it is very important for him to buy. You understand the difference? Okay. Second sentence here. He had to use. Okay. Bipin had to use Chunni to live. Bipin had to ask Chunni to leave. There is no other way because he doesn't want to help him. It's not. So he had to leave. Go. There is no way. He must. So the answer is that. So sometimes it may be had to or have to. Have to or had. Had to or have to can be used, which means compulsorily. I have to go. That means I must go. There is no other way. You see, you have to study, which means you must study. That is the meaning of the sentence. Is it clear for you? No. Now there are fill in the blanks by using the have to or had to. Fill in the blanks by using have to or had to. Can you tell? You must be able to tell. It is a compulsory, which means without that they can. Okay. Answer is fill in the blanks. The following use have to or had to. Okay. First sentence is I dash cut my hair every month. I dash cut my hair every month. It's compulsory, is it not? Have to. I have to. I have to cut my hair every month. Okay, you can fill in. Have to. B. Next one is we dash go for swimming lesson at last year. We dash go for swimming lesson last year. We had to go last year. No, had to go. This is how to is regularly every month he is doing. This is his sentence is how to lesson swimming lesson last year. Had to. Had to. Is it clear? Third one is she dash tell the principal the truth. She dash tell the principal the truth. She had to or has to. It is true, no? Both is right. Had to tell the truth for something, has to tell is compulsory. Which is without that. The truth has to be told. It is a must. It is a must answer. The fourth sentence is they dash take a baby to the doctor. They had to take or have to take. Had means past. Listen, have to means now present if it is sick. Both answer can be. It is a must. The sentence says that action must be taken place. That is the clear. Is it clear for you? Now, the fifth sentence is we dash complain to the police about the noise. We have to complain. We have to complain the police about the noise. Have to. The last sentence here, sixth sentence. Romit dash finished his homework before he could come out to play. He had to finish. Robin had to, not have, had. Okay. Then the last sentence. I dash repair my cycle yesterday. I dash repair. I had to repair my cycle. Is it clear? So have to, had to. You should understand the sentence and only you will be able to do. But the sentence tells you it is a must. Without that, no fun. Okay. So that is all about the have to, had to. Is it clear for you? You want me to write it on the board? No, I think you are able to understand. You listen to the class and write down the notes. Everything phone speeding is not good. You should be able to read your own answer. I have told you the class, but then you should be able to do. Okay. Now coming back to the next exercise of page number 71 here. Here are two idioms or phrases. Okay. Idioms that you will find in the story. The idioms are taken from the story. Look for them in the dictionary in the following way. You must find out the meaning of the idioms. Okay. First, arrange them in the order in which you would find them in the dictionary. Maybe according to the order, because alphabetical order, dictionary words are kept in the alphabetical order. So you must first arrange them in such a way. Then clue is an idiom is usually listed under the first. This everything is there in the textbook. Now, verb or adjective or an adverb in it. Okay. Ignore articles or prepositions in them. So first you will get the orderly it is written. An idiom is written in the dictionary how usually under the first it comes as a noun, the verb or adjective, how it is used, whether as a noun, whether as a verb or an adjective, how it is used. You have to arrange them such a way. Okay. Then to help you, here are there some clues. We have put in bold the word under which you must look for the idioms in the dictionary. First one is at from, close quarters. At from, close quarters. What is that? At or from, close quarters. At or, bar is or, from, close quarters. How will you answer that? Yes? What is the meaning of at? Close quarters, what is the meaning? From, close, nearby. Is it not? So, nearby. What is the answer is? From nearby. From nearby. Second one is break into a smile. Break into a smile. What is the meaning of that idiom? Break into a smile, which means smile suddenly. Smile suddenly. Is it clear? So break into a smile, that means immediately, smile suddenly. So you will get the answers. You find out the answers from the dictionary. I am telling you, but you must look into the dictionary and write down. I will not give you this. Second one is carry on. What is the meaning of the phrase carry on? The idiom carry on. Continue the task. Continue the work that you are doing. Carry on. That means if you are studying, then you are reading or writing, carry on, which means you continue to do whatever you are doing. That is the meaning. Is it clear? Then the other one is have to clean record. Have a clean record. Have a clean record. Idiom. What is the meaning? Yeah, clean conduct through. That means your character should be always. That means to have a conduct throughout. You should be a good person, not only sometime, all throughout your life. So conduct means good actions. Your character, that is the word. Clean, you have a clean record, which means to have a conduct throughout, not only little time. All throughout your life, you should have a good character. That is the meaning. Conduct certificate you will get from the school, is it not? Yeah. So like that. Then another one is beat about the bush. What is the meaning of beat about the bush? To make guess without proper knowledge. Beating about, don't beat around the bush, which means you give the correct answer. Not to simply going. For example, Chundilal, what Bipin was so straight to the people? No, he did not want to reveal. So he was trying to different ways. Not. So it is that beat about the bush means to make guess without proper knowledge. Guessing without knowledge or make a vague idea. Not exactly the truth. Exactly. Trying to find the truth in different ways, beating around the bush. Not directly asking, not directly telling, but going like this, rounding and finding out the truth. That is called the beating around the bush. Is it clear for you? So you must find out the answers from the textbook. We will see the class in the next class, or I will send the notes. You will be able to write down. Okay, but learn. Not everything depends on the teacher. You must work hard. You must look into the dictionary so that you will get more learnings. Is it clear? See you in the next class. Okay, all the best. Have a nice day.